Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from BIT A0403 and my name is Amang Haris bin Muhammad Fahmi.
My name is Muhammad Farizikan bin Muhammad Faizul.
My name is Muhammad Ashmawi bin Muhammad Shahrizal.
And we also have Daniel Iqmal and also Faris Fairuz. We are going to present our article review right now. Swipe up.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Faris and I'll be doing the introduction for the article review. Alright, so the article named Genre, Style, and Register, Sources of Confusion, which is published in 1997, targets a persistent problem despite spreading use of linguistics that labels genre, style, and register are often invoked frequently, leading to overlapping. John Sampson's article highly reviews how these terms have been applied in existing literatures in their usage, arguing for clearer distinction grounds. They want to argue for more obvious and more simple to understand distinctions. This intervention addresses an important gap in the literature on functional variation, such as the need for terminological precision, and set the stage for more systematic comparison and analysis of text varieties. I mean, they want to cover more grounds when it comes to varieties of text. A related but distinct ground of research is represented by Ewa Williams' introductory chapter named English Styles and Registers in Theory and Practice. In the volume that Ewa Williams published, was edited following the English Style and Register conference, meaning that is the inspiration or the background context where Ewa Williams chose to use. Williams also frames that styles and registers are not only as linguistic categories, but as phenomena that bridge both literary theory and linguistic theory. They account for how spoken and speakers and writers' social belonging make choices among linguistic options, and how they achieve impressive effect in specific contexts. Meaning it doesn't just cover the casual context, it also targets some specific ones. Her view situates these concepts within broader debates about agency, the creativity in language use, and the engaging to be more descriptive than attended. The current state of research reflects this diversity of approaches. Functional linguists such as Biber and Conrad have developed framework for analyzing communicative variation systematically across spoken and written type texts, meaning it doesn't cover one, but it also covers two, both spoken and written ones, while other scholars identify social dimensions of genre and styles. Halliday's work linking registers to situational variables such as mode, field, and tenor remains widely cited, but alternatively models stress the fluidity of categories, that performative aspect of linguistic choices. These different hypotheses can be seen as border tension in the field between systematic classification and context-sensitive interpretation of linguistic variation. Some researchers argue that sharply defined boundaries between register, style, and genre to aid other emphasize overlapping continuum and the role of social factors in shaping language use. The main principle of Sampson's article and both Williams' chapter is to deepen the understanding of how language varieties and why these distinction matters. So despite their article being slightly different, they both aim for the same thing. They aim for distinctive matter more than anything else. Sampson, however, through a framework that could support William through integrating linguistic and literary perspectives to highlight the interpretive dimension of style and registers. Together, they underscore the importance of conceptual rigor and interdisciplinary dialogue in advancing theories of variation, including the clearer definition of border theoretical engagement, are also essential for future work on the description and analysis of communicative practice. They mean that the article they make right now is not the end of their work. They aim to use these kind of concepts and goals to use in future chapters and possibly even future articles. That's all for me. Thank you.
Hello everyone. So now I'm going to talk about my title genre, which is style and register. Okay, so the article was written by John Sampson and published in 1997 in a journal called Revue Belge de Philologie d'Histoire. In this article, the writer explains three language ideas, which are genre, style, and also register. The main point of this article is that many people think genre, style, and register are the same thing, but actually they are different. And each one talks about a different part of how language is used. First is genre. Genre means the type of text of writing. For an example, a news report, a letter, a sermon, or an academic article are all different genres. Each genre has its own purpose and structure. For example, a news report gives information while a letter is more personal. Okay, so the next one is style. Style is about how a person chooses to use language. Different people have different styles. Some people like to use formal words, while others use simple and direct sentences. So, style is more about the personal ways someone writes or speaks. Okay, so for register, register means the way we change our language depending on the situation. For example, when we talk with our friends, we usually speak more casually. But when we talk to our lecturer or during a presentation, we use more formal language, like right now. Mm. So register depends on the situation as well and who we are talking to. So why is this important? The article also says that it is important to know the difference between these three things. Okay, this is because each one looks at language from a different angle. Genre focuses on types of text. Style focuses on the person's way of using language, and register focuses on the situation. So, in conclusion, even though genre, style, and register are sometimes mixed up, they actually mean different things. Understanding these ideas helps us understand how language works in real communication. So that's all for my part. So let's move on to Article 2.
Okay. Okay, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for my part is Article 2. The article English Style and Registers in Theory and Practice 2014 by Ewa William explains the difference between style and register in the English language. For the style is the personal way an author uses language such as their vocabulary and expression. And for the register is the type of language used depending on the situation, audience, and purpose. For example, like academic writing, news, or casually speech. An author explains that to understand language properly, we must study both theory and real examples from text. She also says that studying grammar alone is not enough because language is influenced by social context and communication purpose. William uses examples from library texts, newspapers, and academic writing to show how language changes in different contexts. She also highlights the importance of large-scale text analysis, uh, which is research, to identify patterns in vocabulary and structure. So, in conclusion, the article states that style and register are connected but different, and studying them is important for fields like translation, language teaching, and discourse analysis. That's all for me. Thank you.
So, in case any of you that listen to this didn't really understand what I said, I'll summarize the most important points of this discussion. First one is two works discussed. William 2014 English Styles and Register in Theory and Practice, and 1997 article General Style and Register, and that is our topic that we'll talk in this discussion. Second is William's strength, combines theory and real textual examples, and clearly explains style and versus register. Third one is 1997 articles focus. It focused more on conceptual and theoretical, defines genre, style, register, and it sets few examples. Fourth one is main idea. Both help explain language variation. And the last one is key conclusion. Williams' work is especially effective because it shows how theory applies in real life. That's all from me. I'll be passing it to the next person. Bye. So, in case any of you that listen to this didn't really understand what I said, I'll summarize the most important points of this discussion. First one is two works discussed. William 2014 English Styles and Register in Theory and Practice, and 1997 article General Style and Register, and that is our topic that we'll talk in this discussion. Second is William's strength, combines theory and real textual examples, and clearly explains style and versus register. Third one is 1997 articles focus. It focused more on conceptual and theoretical, defines genre, style, register, and it sets few examples. Fourth one is main idea. Both help explain language variation. And the last one is key conclusion. Williams' work is especially effective because it shows how theory applies in real life. That's all from me. I'll be passing it to the next person. Bye.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Daniel Ikmal bin Azmi, and I will be talking about the conclusion for this article review. In conclusion, the article by Eva William, the Polish PhD, provides a clear explanation of linguistic variation in English by distinguishing between styles and registers. Style refers to the individual way a writer or speaker expresses ideas, while register depends on the social context, purpose, and the audience of communication. William successfully connects theoretical concepts with practical examples from both literary and non-literary texts. This makes complex linguistic ideas easier to understand and apply. Overall, the article highlights the importance of studying styles and registers in linguistics, as it helps researchers, teachers, and translators better understand how language changes depending on context and communication needs.
So thank you. That's all from us. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you like it very much. Thank you so much.
Sorry for the inconvenience. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
Share, subscribe.
Then
Hi everyone, my name is Rohit. So I'll be continuing the apa nak cakap? Eva will a wow asal Eva ni tu faham dia.